William Morrow and HarperAudio present Sister-in-Law, a novel by Pamela Crane. Performed by Melissa Moran, Jonathan Todd Ross, and Nicol Zanzarella. No matter what you've done, I've done worse. I've been a thief, a liar, a killer. But I'm also a wife, a mother, a sister. They see me, but don't really see me. Not the real me, the darkness under my skin. And I'll do anything to ensure they never find out. Chapter 1. Harper Paris. I didn't believe in therapy, but I believed what my court-mandated therapist once told me. You are what you leave behind. According to this logic, we were a composition of our choices. You leave trash, you're trash. You create beauty, you're beautiful. As I ran from the living room, I left behind a bloodbath. But I wasn't sure what that made me as I sobbed at the sight of crimson residue staining my hands. The sight of my husband of 12 years sprawled out on the sofa, a knife jutting from his chest cavity, palms loosely circling the hilt. That was the reason I screamed. It was a howl that shattered my voice, the wail flowing up from my chest and out into the empty air. When the last bits of my cry wafted away, I pressed frantic fingers against his neck, his wrist, finding him deathly cold. Then I ran, and kept running until I found myself on the front porch, the scent of metallic blood singeing my nostrils and the taste of bile burning my throat. Don't ask me why I ran to the porch. Not the bathroom, not the kitchen sink, both more reasonable places to purge my stomach. But outside, where a floral scent lingered with my vomit. One never knows how you'll react in any given situation until you're in the midst of it. I was in the midst of my husband's gruesome death, and all I could do was scream and cry and run out my front door into the night, apparently. I needed to go back inside, but I was terrified that it was real. God, help me, I whispered, drawing in a shaky breath. My voice was drowned out by the cacophony of crickets. By now I was certain I was having a heart attack as the panic thrummed against my chest. Every beat physically hurt. The fresh air, soaked in lavender and honeysuckle, helped a little, but not much. Feeling faint and feverish, I raised my hand to my forehead, damp with sweat that drizzled down my temples. My body pulsed, hot and cold all at once. Delirium started to set in. My temples drummed with the terror of something unnamed and unknown. I didn't know what to do. There was no way Ben could still be alive. I had checked several times, pressed my fingers to his neck searching for a pulse, ran my hands along his wrists, his face, begging for him to come back to me. It was the call of regret for a mistake I couldn't take back. And now he was dead, because of me. The only man I had ever truly loved was nothing but cool skin against my warm touch. I'd realized he'd been long dead when his stiff arm fell against my leg, causing me to yelp. Mere hours ago, I had relished the feel of his flesh. Now it scared me to touch it. My husband was no longer him, but it. Dead, rotting flesh. I relived it again and again, that first moment when I arrived home. The living room was black under night's spell. He fell asleep on the couch again, I had grumbled to myself when I vaguely saw Ben's form cocooned under the blanket I had custom-made with a family photo woven into it. While I tidied the coffee table of an empty potato chips bag and a half-drunk bottle of vodka, his arm had fallen off the slippery leather cushion, thumping against my thigh. I jumped back at the rigidity of his limb, then gasped at the sight of the knife in his chest. And that's when I noticed what the shadows had hidden. He looked gray. Gray like death. I cupped his unshaved cheek, only to find it cold. The husband I had snuggled up against in bed to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?